Good morning. Forgot my microphone. I would like to bring the September 3rd Planning Advisory Commission to order. The official start of this meeting is 9 a.m. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please silence and turn off your cell phones. I remind those in the audience and those watching on TV that this is the first hearing of any rezoning, text change, or special exception request brought before us today. We will first hear a reading of the staff report for the case by planning staff and ask the applicant to provide a brief overview of the request. We will then give the opportunity for anyone in the audience to speak for or against this request or to inquire about this request. The commissioners will have any needed discussion on the case. Once a motion is made and seconded by the commission, a vote will take place and a recommendation will be rendered. The case will go back to the planning department for their independent recommendation. If a favorable recommendation is given, then the case is forwarded to the city council with the two independent recommendations. If the planning department makes a recommendation for denial, the applicant will have 10 days from the receipt of a letter stating the denial to notify the clerk of council that they are requesting to be placed on the city council's agenda. The City Council of Columbus will hold a public meeting called the first reading. Said council shall consider the case, review planning department recommendations, and hear discussion on the matter. Council will make a final decision at a second public meeting called the second reading. Our first agenda item for today is to approve the minutes of our previous meeting, which was August 20th. Does anyone have any comments or corrections regarding the minutes? Would a commissioner like to make a motion to approve the minutes? Thank you. Second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. They are approved. Thank you very much. Okay, that brings us to our first case of the day, which is REZN 08-25-0015, a request to rezone 9.65 acres of land located at 9055 and 9067 Veterans. Current zoning is residential estates, RE1. Proposed zoning is residential office, RO. The proposed use is an office. Nakia Miller is the applicant. The property is located in Council District 2, Davis. Can we hear the staff report, please?
Yes, we have a quick change to that agenda. The proposed use, there will be an office component, but it's also going to be an adult daycare, which it was historically in the past. There's a building already on this property. It is already set up for that, and what they are doing is getting the rezoning and the zoning of the area to be consistent with the use that was there historically.
Okay, thank you.
And there were no calls or emails or anything regarding this piece of property.
Okay. Any other staff information we need to know?
There's RO right to the east, and there is LMI to the west. So this would be consistent with the zoning in that area. And again, it will just be making an existing building legal.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, any questions for the staff? Okay. Is the applicant here? Would you come to the microphone and give us your name and your address and just a brief overview of your side of what she's saying? Yes, ma'am.
Nakia S. Miller, 5026 St. Mary's Road, Columbus, Georgia, 31907. And yes, it'll be used as an adult day center, the main facility in the back for special need children. I currently service 5 different waivers here in Columbus. I've been doing it for about 5.5 years now. And I'm trying to find an extra space to be able to work with my special need individuals to help them learn better life skills and open up new avenues for them, and also for respite and personal care in the building in front of that structure.
Okay, thank you for what you're doing. Commissioners, any questions? Okay, thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak for this request? Or anyone in the audience like to speak against this request? Okay, would the commissioner like to make a motion? Yes, sir.
When it comes to REZN 0825-0015, a request to rezone 9.65 acres of land located at 9055-9067 Veterans. Current zoning, residential estate, proposed residential office. I recommend we approve as requested.
Thank you. A second? Thank you, ma'am. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too. Okay, our next case is REZN 08-25-1511, a request to rezone 1.78 acres of land located at 6839 Mitchell Drive. Current zoning is single-family residential, SFR2. Proposed zoning is single-family residential 4, SFR4. The proposed use is single-family residential subdivision. Danny Arancibia is the applicant. The property is located in Council District 4. Tucker, can we hear the staff report, please?
Yes, this property at Mitchell Drive is currently SFR2. They are requesting SFR4 so that they can build more lots with the smaller lot size that SFR4 allows. The current land use is single family. The future land use is also single family. So this is consistent with the comprehensive plan and with the existing land uses. And no calls were received regarding this request.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, any questions? Okay. Would the applicant please come forward, give us your name and your address and just a little detail on what you're doing?
Sure. Good morning. My name is Danny Arancibia, 9125 Garrett Lake Drive, Midland, Georgia, 31820. This property here, what we did was try an experiment and try to build new houses there at the end of Forest Road. And everybody thought we were crazy for building $220,000 houses. They're all 3-2s. Both of them closed already. I think that just is a testament to how much we need affordable housing. This property is located right behind those last two that we just closed at the end of Forest Road, which is where near Chautauqua. So you come off Forest Road, take a right on Chautauqua, and take a quick right on Mitchell. And there's two new builds there. They're a lot bigger, but right next to those two new builds, you have this property, which we felt would be perfect to be able to put at the most, it says subdivision, which is a lot. One day maybe I'll do a subdivision, but it's like, yeah, more than one, that would be great. But it's 4 houses. They're right on the side of the road, public sewer, public water. It's perfect. And there may be 2 more that we were trying to do in the back. Those will need septic because there's an existing easement off Forest Road, but I'm not sure if we're gonna go that far. But at the very least, this would be for 4 new houses there on Mitchell.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, any questions? Okay, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak for this request? Or anyone in the audience like to speak against this request? Okay, would a commissioner like to make a motion? Yes, sir, thank you.
Regarding REZN 0825-1511, a request to rezone 1.78 acres of land located at 6839 Mitchell Drive. Current zoning is single-family residential 2, SFR2. Proposed zoning, single-family resident is SFR4. I move that we approve it as requested.
Okay, thank you. A second? Thank you. All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, thank you, sir. All right, our third case for today is REZN 08-25-1513, a request to rezone 1 acre of land located at 4627 Milgen Road. Current zoning is light manufacturing industrial, LMI. The proposed zoning is general commercial, GC. The proposed use is retail development. Sun Molina is the applicant. The property is located in Council District 5, Crab. Can we hear the staff report, please?
Yes, for this property on Milgen Road, it is currently zoned LMI, and they are looking to rezone this to general commercial to do retail development. From the site plan that was included in the application that it was online, it looks like there'll be 5 tenant spaces in that little development that they're proposing. The current land use is vacant and the future land use is mixed use, but right now the property is commercial and right now the property is undeveloped and vacant, but there's a lot of commercial in the area, so this would be consistent with the existing land uses.
Commissioners, any questions on staff report?
So if they are requesting for a general commercial, is there going to be like a liquor store or?
I only was given just the shell buildings essentially layout. I don't know what the uses will be. But with the LMI zoning, there's not too much they could do retail-wise. This will just open up some more options.
Okay, is the applicant here for,
I believe Mr. Aaron-Seeby is
oh,
going to speak
okay,
again.
thank you, sir. You can give us your name and address of this property if you want to for the record, and then some details on this project.
Yeah, so this is for my client, Sue Molina. She's owned the property for many, many years. So the issue that, from a real estate perspective, that we've had with this property, it is adjacent to that giant corner lot. This is right off of Warm Springs Road, right, that goes into Cooper Creek and Milgen. Every potential land use in the past has been very tough for an investor to come in, because I think it was going to be up to GDOT to open up a driveway from Warm Springs. This would have been done a long time ago if they were willing to do that, but I believe they were not going to be willing to do that. So you would have had to not be able to enter the property off of Warm Springs Road towards Cooper Creek. You would have to take a right and then go into the property. And that has really dissuaded any prime investors into that area. So it has remained vacant for decades. We finally have someone willing to not have an entrance on Warm Springs Road, and to make the patrons take that right onto Milgen Road and into the property. So they're looking for retail spaces. This is part of a purchase that is contingent upon this rezoning to general commercial to, like she said, open up for more options.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, any questions on this? Yes, ma'am.
Would the neighborhood commercial zoning not suffice for that particular lot? Because that would open up possibilities for retail, because general commercial is a very broad spectrum. So.
Yeah, I know that from the site plan that I've seen, and essentially, and it was going to be some retail spaces. I mean, I do get the concern where, y'all are welcome to ask. Well, I would have thought that they would have been here too, but the contingency on this property has always been for retail offices, but I have not seen the final site plan of that. And I would say that whatever y'all do, I'm sure council's going to be able to see the final site plan. But I do know that there's a major drain under this lot, which is why everybody's basically going to be using this lot as parking space. I know you can't see the Google Earth picture now, but there is a drain line right through the middle of my client's lot. It would have never been able to be anything except parking. So whatever they do decide to finally do, this will be part of that parking lot.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak for this request? Or anyone in the audience that would like to speak against this request? Okay. Would a commissioner like to make a motion on this request? Sir.
Comes to REZN 08251513, a request to rezone 1 acre of land located at 4627 Milgen Road. Current zoning's LMI, proposed zoning is general commercial. I recommend we approve
Okay,
as
thank you.
requested.
And a second? Thank you, ma'am. All those in favor? And opposed? Okay, then that passes. Thank you, sir. Okay, Our next case is REZN 08-25-1514, excuse me, a request to rezone 169 acres of land located at 4459 Casita Road. Current zoning is single-family residential 1, SFR 1. Proposed zoning is heavy manufacturing industrial, HMI. Proposed use is industrial development. CCG is the applicant. The property is located in Council District 3, Huff. Can we hear the staff report on this, please?
Yes, this 169-acre property is owned by the City of Columbus with the Development Authority, and they are going to be developing this project. It has the SFR 1 designation currently because that was a quote-unquote placeholder designation. So even though it is not consistent with that, it is right next to Fort Benning on two sides, and that area could use this development that is being proposed.
Okay.
And Mr. Will Johnson, our director, is going to go into that more.
Mr. Johnson, give us some information.
Yeah, this property is former state property that was owned by the Board of Regents. CSU used it for biological studies and things in their science department. Several years ago, it was turned over to the city. We looked at it as a possible defense contractor site with the proximity to Fort Benning. Also, in the first TIA, one of the Band 1 projects, one of the first projects we did was improving the interchange there at Custer Road, so we would have access to it without having to go through ACPs at Fort Benning. It is also in a TAD. It's called the Benning Technology Park TAD. Although there's been no development there, that kind of fell away, but it's still in the TAD. So now the Development Authority in Choose Columbus is looking to market this property, and having it pre-zoned helps them with their marketing.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions? Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak for this request or against this request? Okay. Would a commissioner like to make a motion for this?
When it comes to REZN 0825-1514, a request to rezone 169 acres of land located at 4459 Casita Road, current zoning, SFR 1, proposed zoning HMI, recommend that we approve.
Thank you, sir. Second for this? Thank you, sir. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you, sir. Okay, our last case for today is REZN 08-25-1513, a request to rezone 1.96 acres of land located at 800 7th Avenue. Current zoning is RO, residential office, light manufacturing, LMI, and general commercial, GC. Proposed zoning is UPT, Uptown. The proposed use is single-family development, 14 lots. CCG is also the applicant. The property is located in Council District 7, Kogel. Can we hear the staff report, please?
Yes, this is technically several lots. It is going to be 800, 802, 804 7th Avenue, 801, 805, 809, 800, 804, 808, 812 8th Avenue, 801, 805, 809, 811 9th Avenue. If you saw on your staff report, the last 2 pages had all these lots that have already been replatted and to be zoned uptown. Currently, they are just a wide variety of zoning out there. So what this is going to do is make it consistent and make these lots that can be used.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Okay. Mr. Johnson, you want to give us a couple of details?
Yeah, these are, there's, I think, 3 total blocks there the city's owned for many years. We have a TIA project that's going on in front of the Liberty on 8th Avenue. That is a streetscapes project. There's also a master plan that has been completed by Heck Bertishaw. We have interest in getting some dirt moving out there to get some activity going in the area. So we've created 14 lots, single-family lots. They will be, I don't know if put out to bid is the right word, but they will go to the highest bidder. They will be for single-family. and they will have a time frame on an MOU to have construction underway, or we will pull them back. So we won't have anybody getting a hold of one of them or several of them and then sitting on them. So the plan is to see some activity, get some life back going on those blocks.
How will these be presented for sale?
That's with,
outside of your
that's with
department.
finance and procurement. But it will be a situation where it'll be open to builders, whatnot.
Gotcha, okay. Commissioners, any questions?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you said Liberty Theater downtown? Mm-hmm. Okay, is that gonna be like those houses they already have built down there?
It'll be up to the developer,
To do?
to the builder. We want to keep it to a scale
Okay.
that is consistent. That doesn't mean a shotgun house is 25 on a 25-foot lot, but it will be to scale. They will be fairly compact because these are not big lots. But to keep in with the scale of the historic houses that were in the area prior to all that being pretty much demoed.
These lots, I guess, fall within the historic Columbus boundary of the downtown historic district too.
Some of it will be in the historic district.
Yeah,
It's, in the Liberty, it's sort of chopped up. It's on those blocks, and I think it's a couple more south, but then all the way to Victory,
yeah,
it's not considered historic.
gotcha, okay. Any other questions? Okay, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak for this request? Yes, sir?
Good morning, Danny Aaron-Seavey at 9125 Garrett Lake Drive, Midland, Georgia.
Welcome back.
I strongly recommend that you approve this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else for this request or anyone against this request? Okay. Would a commissioner like to make a motion? Yes, ma'am.
So for REZN 08251513, a request to rezone 1.96 acres located at 800 7th Avenue, which is currently RO, LMI, and GC, and proposed zoning is UPT. I recommend that we approve it.
Thank you. Second, thank you, sir. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you, that's approved. That was our last case. Do we have any other business to attend to today?
We have one new commissioner, Ms. Haley Lyman.
Welcome,
To
Haley.
welcome her. And we will have another one joining us soon. I don't know if they've been sworn in yet, but we should have a full membership very soon.
If anyone in this audience would like to serve on this commission, your pay is nothing, but this is an opportunity to serve your community, and we appreciate it. Okay, if there is no other business, would the commissioner like to make a motion that we adjourn? Thank you, and a second. All those in favor? Thank you, we are adjourned.